Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we are going to be talking about Phoenix Forgotten. Now, this movie is a found footage movie, and I believe it's based off of an event that happened back in 1997. I think this is based off of true events. I'm not sure, but I haven't really looked into this at all. I'm probably not going to because I'm not really interested. That's besides the point. Let's get on to the movie. The plot is we have this kid named Josh, and he basically interviews people about what they saw on that night, who saw it, the seven lights in the sky, and are they aliens, are they not? And what he finds out is that he should probably go look for it, and the police are trying to go after it. That's a little tiny subplot. I won't get into spoilers for you. Don't worry, no spoilers here. And he, somewhere along the lines, he picks up two other people. I can't remember their names. That's the interesting half of the movie. Now we'll get and when I say interesting, that's the part of the movie that you're probably wanting. But there's another part of the movie in modern day because the character of Josh, he also had a sister, and his sister is basically in modern day trying to interview people. It feels like a big interview half of the movie, and just trying to figure out what happened to her brother. And is this movie good? Let's discuss that. Because when I was going into this movie, I'll just tell you that I was the only person in the movie theater. And I'm not saying that because I'm ripping off Chris Stuckman's review and what he said, I think, near the end of this video, where no one else was in his theater. I'm not trying to copy off of that. I'm just saying that's how it was. I think the last time this movie was marketed, or at least that I saw marketing for it, was like 3 months ago. So if you haven't heard about this movie recently, then I'm not surprised as far as marketing goes. The thing is, the acting's good in this movie. The performances all work. You can buy these characters, even though there's not really a lot of characterization in this movie. And I can only compare this movie to Blair Witch because this is a found footage movie, and the only other found footage movie I've reviewed and or seen in my entire life was Blair Witch. So, how does this movie compare to Blair Witch? I think I'll save that for the end of the review when I give my grade. Another thing I liked was how the 1997 footage, when you get into it, even if it's not really that interesting to you, you can at least get into something. It has the slightest of entertainment. It grabs the slightest of your entertainment to it. And you might think that's a negative, but it's at least something. And the ending was enjoyable. It's not no Blair Witch, but hey, it is what it is. And that brings me to my negatives. This movie's pretty boring. And I feel like I'm getting off on the wrong foot here, but it just doesn't work for me. I'm not interested in the modern day stuff because it keeps cutting to 1997, modern day. 1997, modern day. It keeps jumping back and forth between these two times, and when we get to the modern day stuff, it's pretty boring. I'm not really interested in that. I think that they didn't go in a great direction. I mean, it would be fine for another movie, but for this movie, I think it would have been at least 10 times more enjoyable if the whole movie was just about the 1997 footage, not the interviews of modern day. Just you're always here, and it would be interesting, but apparently they didn't want to do that, and we have this movie. And we have bad pacing. It feels like it's 2.5 hours. And this movie has a runtime of 80 minutes. Anyone having fun yet? Other things I didn't like was the tone is kind of a little bit messy for me, especially that it keeps cutting back and forth. We get to something really interesting, then we cut over to a little bit of a drama thing. It kind of feels like it's a completely different movie, which I guess you can argue is the intention, but when you watch the movie, it doesn't work for me. And there are some ways that the movie was edited that I didn't agree with, and there's one little, it's kind of a nitpick from right here, but I have to explain it to you. I told you that I was the only person at the theater, and someone had like a Mac, a laptop Mac, and the back of it was covered up so it wouldn't look like it was product placement, and the front it says MacBook Air, and it was blurred, and I laughed. I'll just reenact how I laughed. I was like, because it just looked so stupid. I'm thinking to myself, really? And another reason it was funny because the movie was so boring and I couldn't get into anything, and that was the one thing that made me laugh. And that's not a good thing. It just looked pathetic. In the end, this movie let me down. There's not a whole lot to say about this movie. It's not very scary at all. The ending's cool, but it's not scary. And compared to Blair Witch, if you complained that it's too much like the original, even though I haven't seen the original, it's at least more enjoyable to watch than this. Especially the last 15 minutes. That basically made the movie for me. Everything else is fine. Last 15 minutes, awesome. If you want to see those last 15 minutes, just look it up on YouTube. I'm sure you'll find something. I will not put a link in the description because there's probably like 300 different versions. I'm going to give Phoenix Forgotten a C. There's nothing I hated in this movie, keep that in mind, but just because I didn't hate it doesn't mean you should watch it. Thank you as always for watching my videos, and be sure to tell me what you thought down below. And if you want, you can tell me if you know anything about the event this movie is based off of. Like this video, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up. Not sure what it's going to be, but just be on the lookout for it. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.